Party for Socialism and Liberation made it into this weird bit of anti-Palestinian and anti-communist propaganda. Check this out. Over shouting of communists, Anchorage Assembly passes resolution for peace between Israel and a more clearly defined terrorist government. What essentially had happened is that the Assembly prior to this had failed to pass a ceasefire resolution. And so it was coming back to the Assembly, but it had been amended this time. And it included all of this pro-Israel language, that whole Israel has a right to defend itself, and all this anti-Palestine language, calling Hamas a terrorist organization and such. So people were rightfully upset and did not want it amended. They wanted it just to call for a ceasefire. So rather than postpone it indefinitely, the Assembly was ready to debate and vote on the resolution, while members of the pro-terrorist group Party for Liberation and Socialism, a communist group, yelled at the Assembly from the audience on Tuesday evening. Assembly members expressed their points of discomfort about the resolution. Assembly Chairman Chris Constant had to call for the room to come back to order several times as the pro-Hamas crowd shouted their disapproval. They were angry that the final draft of the resolution acknowledged Israel's right to exist and defend itself, and that Hamas is a known terrorist organization, acknowledged as such by the United Nations. So there's a common theme going on in this bit of propaganda that continues to equate being pro-Palestinian with being pro-terrorism, recycling the tactic that they already use of equating being pro-Palestinian with anti-Semitism, which of course is ridiculous. At the end of the meeting, during public testimony, the pro-Hamas Party for Socialism and Liberation lined up to state their objections to the softened resolution, accusing some members of the Assembly of being condescending. Michael Patterson, one of the leaders of the PSL, said that the members of the Assembly had defamed the group and lied about the group's enthusiastic and joyful response to the of a Jewish man who was holding a sign in Los Angeles at a pro-Israel rally, only to be hit on the head by a Palestinian terrorism supporter.